Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, just continuing with the theme of getting in, I'm going to chat a little bit about personal statements. Now, there's three things that you can control about your application. You can control your grades, making sure you get good grades, making sure your grades are high and meet the entry requirements. You can control that. You can control your that's it. I was like, I knew there were three things on my mind. You can control the score to your entrance test, so that's the UK or the BMAT or the GAMSAT, whichever one you take. And I know some of them literally seem like it's roll of the dice, luck, but you do have control over that. And the third thing that you have control over is your personal statement. And we all know that those three things are a big part of the application process. So today I'm going to chat just a little bit about the personal statement, what you can add to it, why it's important, that type of thing. So first and foremost, think about what you want to put across to the person reading this personal statement. What part of you do you want them to see? And you have to think, really, they're reading hundreds, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of personal statements, one after the other. So they can only get just a snapshot of who you are. What do you want to put across on that paper? And you need to sell yourself. Sometimes we don't want to put ourselves out there that much or really sell ourselves that much, but you really, 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 really need to sell yourself. I know, and we all know how competitive it is to get into medicine. So you have to maximize your chances. And if you want to one part of that you have control over is your personal statement, then you want to make that personal statement lit as F. So the first bit I would say is think about how you can. So first of all, before we even get there, know your university and know, because some universities don't even look at personal statements when ranking for interview. Some universities say, okay, 50-50 personal statement and UK CAT or whatever, and other universities do different things. So if you're applying to universities that rate the personal statement highly or use it as part of the interview ranking system, then you better make sure your personal statement is on fire. Like, it has to be, the person has to be reading it and they have to remember you or make them feel something, be it humor, joy, sadness, whatever. Make them feel something, and you have to put yourself across in a way that they you seem like you are the next big thing in medicine. They need you at that university because of all these things that you bring. Your work experience brings all this, and this is what you learned, and this is like your personal life experience. And you really want to show certain things. So for example, you want to show your team working skills within that personal statement. That's really important. You want to show your communication skills within that personal statement. So first of all, basic things like grammar and spelling. You cannot be sending a personal statement that has grammatical errors or that has spelling errors, because that just shows that you didn't read it through. You didn't ask someone else to read it through and check it for you. Like, before you press send on that UCAS application, you need to have read, reread, and reread again, had someone else read it for you, and someone else double check that before you press send, because it's not going to reflect positively if there's a lot of grammatical errors or a lot of spelling mistakes, because that stuff is avoidable. And if you can avoid it, then avoid it. Like, if it means having a dictionary next to you as you do things, or Google, like, whatever, do it. The resources are out there. Make sure it's grammatically correct and the spelling is correct. And I myself am not a good speller, but I would double check something as important as that. I wouldn't send it without reading it and rereading it and read that type of thing. So you won't do that either. You're going to get yours checked, double checked again. So we said team working, communication, just that including written communication. Communication with other people, is there something in there that you can talk about which demonstrates how you communicate with other people? leadership skills, anything that you've done which is a leading role, or where you've been an example, where you've took charge of something, where you've been responsible for organizing something, that type of thing. Put that in there, and what did you take from, don't just list, okay, I was the head of the ethical society at my school or at my college or at my university, and yeah, full stop. I led, full stop. Like, what did you take from it? What were the challenges? What were the good bits? What were the bad bits? And you have to find a way of saying all this nicely, clearly, concisely, and all within your word limit. It's difficult, it really is. You want to show some determination. What have you done that you've really needed to persevere? You've really needed to, try very hard to get it done. Add an example, something that shows good, determination. And any other thing that you think is relevant, something that can show a piece of yourself. Maybe be it one of your hobbies and what you've taken from that, or, a life experience that really helped steer you towards medicine, and why that event, made you want to do medicine, etc., etc. So that's just a few basic things that I think are really important to think about including in your personal statement. Now, you also want to put a section for your work experience, for all volunteering and as well as your hobbies and extracurriculars. And don't be that person that everything is academic, and nothing, no hobbies, no extracurricular activities. That is boring. You cannot live a life that way. So, if you can't manage to do it now that you have all this time, once you're a doctor or once you're studying, when you have way less time, how are you going to manage to do anything fun at all? So you throw some funness in your life and add it to your personal statement, whatever it might be. Like, whatever it is that you enjoy doing, add it in there. Also, I wanted to say, flex your language. Don't use basic words or repetitive words. Use a dictionary. Open a dictionary, or, use a thesaurus. What are different ways to say something that you want to say? Make the personal statement dynamic. Bear in mind that this person is reading hundreds, so you want to make yours dynamic, energetic, and just easy to read. Easy to read, concise, to the point. No, rambling on and on and on about the same thing but not getting to a point. Nice, concise, good use of language. I think that would take you very far. But yeah, that is pretty much all I can say with regards to personal statements. And the things that, these are just little things that make a big difference. So consider that. Start writing your personal statement as early as you can, because when you actually sit down to write it, it takes a long time. So at least have like a basic template, and then you can always add bits or remove bits, and if you do something else, get more experience, you can add that or remove something else, etc., etc. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Feel free to comment. Do you have any questions for me? Any videos you want me to make? Anything you want me to address? Subscribe to my channel, that would be great. Shameless plug. And you can follow me on Instagram if you want to. But yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye.